Hey, welcome back to the Studio ID channel. This time we will see how Guardiola's gameplay was in his first season with Manchester City. Stay tuned and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Good morning to everybody, it's our first time here.
When Guardiola came to Manchester City in the 2016-2017, Pep Guardiola brought in many players to support the game plan, such as Claudio Bravo, Stones, Leroy Sané, Gabriel Jesus, Gundogan, Nolito and Jachenko. When he first came to Manchester City, Pep Guardiola almost always used the 4-1-4-1 formation. The build-up was focused on defensive midfield. That's what gave us a heart attack when Fernandinho or Yaya Touré lost the ball in that area. When the goalkeeper makes a build-up, two centre-backs will be in the side area. Then the defensive midfield will look for space in this area. If the defensive midfield gets man-to-man, attacking midfield will go down to find space in that area. This is an example of how Yaya Touré makes movements to attract opponents' attackers and get space between the attacker and the opponent's midfield. The most important thing is that Yaya must always be moving and don't make mistakes. In attack scheme, after getting the ball in that space, attacking midfield will accelerate or make combinations with fullbacks or wingers. One thing that hasn't changed is that Guardiola has always placed wingers in the outer areas of the pitch. After entering the opponent's attack zone, Man City players will make combinations of 3 or 4 players. Even Akeros sometimes becomes a false 9 to create space. This is one example of how after getting the ball in the space planned, David Silva made a combination with the fullback. Why not go straight to Aguero? Which I believe, Pep Guardiola always looks for space in this area, even until now. And ended with the final pass into the zone that I mentioned earlier. That's Guardiola's zone. All the movements and combinations of the Manchester City players, just to attract the opposing defenders and create space in the opponent's penalty box, and create opportunities to create goals. If they don't find space, they will be patient. The weakness of gameplay season 16-17, Guardiola is dissatisfied with the performance of his fullbacks, and the burden of a defensive midfield is too heavy and too risky, because even a small mistake will result in big problems for team. So, to solve that problem, season 17-18 he bought 3 fullbacks, Walker, Mendy and Danilo. Guardiola also started implementing the inverted fullback system through Fabian Delph and Zinchenko at that time, and finally Guardiola won the EPL trophy.